Good morning. I wanted to talk about the Nikon Z6II, its capabilities, and what it's lacking. I watched AP Studio's live stream, and there were a lot of things talked about, but one thing kind of stuck in my mind, and that was about the Z6II and what it's missing as far as video. Now, there are a lot of people who talked about the photography needs from Nikon, and I'm one of those people who used to be a photographer that now needs better video functionality from Nikon. I wanted to showcase a couple of videos that I took. In the early days when I got the Z6II, I went to test it out to see what it was capable of. I own a Ninja 5, and I tested the Z6II with the Ninja 5 because I know that it could record 10-bit footage from the Z6II, so I wanted to see what it would look like. Now, before I continue, I'm going to show you two videos about the Z6II. One was recorded in 10-bit 422 through the Ninja V, and the other one is a straight 8-bit footage from the Z6II. Watch the two videos and we'll talk about them after. What do you think of the videos? Which one look better to you? Does the 8-bit one look better, or does the 10-bit one look better? We all know Nikon has great image quality, but there are some areas where it can improve upon. And anybody doing video know that 10-bit, 12-bit, higher bit rate videos is going to give you better quality image. Now, there's one thing that I've been annoyed with the Z6II is the fact that I can take photos up to 14-bit and have some really good looking images come out of the camera. But when it comes to video, just by itself, they're okay. I mean, they look decent, but you know, when you compare it to other people's videos on YouTube, they're not the best. So as I started traveling around, I had my Ninja with me, and most of these talking head videos you see, when I record with the Nikon Z6II, I have the Ninja plugged into it to give me a better looking image from the camera. In checking out the footage from both of the cameras, the footage from Mongolia, you know, I really wanted to capture the place, but during the editing process, I saw that some of the highlights were crushed. In a sense, the camera wasn't handling things the way it should be. And people say, well, you know, you didn't have a neutral density filter and so on. Yes, I did. There's a neutral density filter on it. Maybe I didn't tweak it down as much as I could have. But at the same time, that's what I got from it. The original video that I have on the channel, talking about Tyrrell's Park, you guys can probably watch it if you're interested in, you know, photos and videos of Mongolia. That one has a bunch of them. Pretty much all the Mongolia videos has a lot of great images in there that you guys may appreciate. But I started one of the video with the footage from there, and I didn't do much in the way of editing, just put it together and put it out there. Since I've been messing around with the FX3 and learning about the Cine EI and editing and so on, I went back to this footage from the Tyrrell's Park, and I did some edits on it, and that's what you just saw. The other one, it was recorded in ProRes 422, the ones with the ducks. And I actually sat on that for a while because I tried doing some edits, and you know, the end log and so on, and in resolving it, just yeah, it was a mess. But I kept the footage, and it wasn't until a couple of months ago that I actually went back and I started messing around with it. And like, you know, you watch a few more videos, you learn about how to edit, and then you're like, let me try this and see, you know, what it looks like. So I really appreciate you guys. Let me know what you think on both videos. If you go back and watch the other ones and compare the ones in this video, and let me know, you know, did I do a better job? Is it looking good to you guys? You know, I think there's some differences. There's definitely differences as far as the edit, so you should see a marked difference. I do know that YouTube compression messes up things, so I'm going to put this up at a higher bit rate, and let's see how that looks to you guys, because I really want to showcase what the camera can do on both sides. With that out of the way, as a photographer, I agree with some of the older guys who want a photo-only camera. I was just like you. I only wanted a camera just to shoot, who cared about video. So much so that when I started YouTube, I went out and I bought a Panasonic camcorder just to record with. The Z6II came after the Panasonic, and that's when I really started to, you know, test the video out. I did test the video with the Z6II, and I did a few things over time, but it just wasn't the feel for me to really do video. And I can understand that wanting your photo camera to be a photo camera only, but we have to be realistic. Nikon has to grow. Life is about change, and if you don't change, you're not growing. Do we want Nikon to just make photo cameras only while the other guys are moving on? If that's the case, you know, well, us old guys are gonna be satisfied, but Nikon's gonna be dead. They're gonna be gone. They can't make a photo camera only. Those days are gone. That's, you know, technology is expanded upon, but now mirrorless and video. That's what the young people want. Nikon is a consumer company. They have to sell cameras in order to stay alive. So if the cameras require them to go video, and whatever else comes in the future, who knows? But, you know, give us 10-bit, 12-bit internal, like, you know, the RAW and the Z9. That's fantastic. So Nikon has to do what they need to do to keep up. Those of us who are doing video now, we see that Nikon can do some really good stuff with the Z9. Not many of us want to buy this Z9. It's pricey. It's a pro camera. Myself, you know, traveling around, I want something lighter. So Z6III, Z8, whatever they come with, if it has all the codecs and all the great video features inside of it, plus photo capabilities, certainly that's what we're looking for. The younger generation, you know, most of them are photographers. They're not videographers. They're learning stuff as they go along. But in most cases, everybody evolves. They grow. So you may start out with, hey, the camera autofocuses all the time. It does a great job. It does everything on me. But at some point, you may decide that you want to make movies. You know, you want your stuff to be better quality. You want to be more cinematic, or, you know, whatever the term is going to be right now. I think the thing is TikTok with, you know, vertical videos. Whatever it is, you're going to want to get better. And you want a gear that's going to help you do that. So you can start with something small, but then you're going to spend money later on as your pocketbook allows you to. So for us, you know, we're dinosaurs. We're the dying breed. In years to come, we're going to be gone. The younger people are going to be buying more cameras. And as Chuck said, you know, you may start with something small and basic, but a lot of time you find that it's people with the pocketbooks that can afford these expensive cameras. Not that they know how to use it, but they want something greater. They're going to buy these cameras. So why not make something that's going to entice those people to come to Nikon and buy the gear? All right. I think I've said enough about that. I know I didn't watch the full video, but I just wanted to address some of the things I saw in the beginning portions to let you guys know. Yeah, I'm an old guy. I was just like you. I had that feeling about, you know, not wanting my DSLR to become a video-based camera. And then even though when I went mirrorless because it was lighter, the video was there when I bought a video camera for video, but now I'm embracing mirrorless. If you don't want your camera to be video-based, buy the old DSLR. Straight photo, you're good to go. You know, I would have liked Nikon to do something like the DF, but the DF in my mind wasn't the best camera. The grip wasn't the greatest. Yeah, as far as the technology is concerned, yes, it take great images and so on, but that's where they fell down on ergonomics, because they want to harken back to the old days. If they're going to do something like that again for you photo guys, it's going to have video capabilities inside of it. I've looked at the Leica camera. That's a tank. It's nice. No flip screen, straight up, just, you know, screen on the back of it. So Nikon could do something like that in the future, but it's all about who's going to spend the money for it. If you're going to put the technologies in there to give you, you know, all the updated stuff, sensor and processor and so on, you want to make back some of your money that you invested in development. So yes, you're going to charge more money for that. And if all our photo guys are going to say, yeah, I want this camera, be careful what you ask for. It may come out and you may have to pay a lot of money for it. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video and we'll talk some more.